Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
For those of you, as Patrick said, I'm Valorie Vilek, and in addition to being a member of First Pres and a member of the Chancel Choir, I've had the privilege of serving on the Executive Committee and the Board of Directors of the Child Care Center for the last 15 years. With me this morning are Beth Olwell, who is our Executive Director, and also April Bowes, who is our center's Curriculum Coordinator. At the beginning of a new school year, I thought it would be appropriate to update you on the current status of the Child Care Center, who is one of our most long-term mission partners here at FPC. Both April and Beth will be available following this service for the refreshments, and the Child Care Center will also be open following this service if any of you want to walk through and see our facilities. I want to start with a little bit of history. In 1968, the facilities at First Pres were undergoing a major renovation. Under the direction of the, quote, Committee for the Strengthening of the Church, an idea was proposed to create a child care center that would serve the greater Asheville community. At that time, the stated purpose of the center was to function not as a play school or as a babysitting service, but to make possible for children attending to have healthy and constructive experiences that would help them develop physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. The model envisioned a center that would operate independently and that was self-sustaining, except for the space and the utilities that would be provided by the church. This visioning model is still operational 57 years later, with approximately 70 children enrolled, ranging in age from infants to 5-year-olds. Our current staff includes 18 full-time staff, 2 part-time staff, and 4 administrative support personnel. Generally, this level of staffing is required by North Carolina licensing regulations to maintain adequate classroom ratios and to retain our 5-star certification, which is the highest level of certification granted to child care operations. At the center, we follow a nationally recognized, developmentally appropriate learning curriculum in all of our classrooms. But in addition to this standard curriculum, we are very excited about 2 programs which are unique to our center and have been added in the recent past. We have added a new behavior specialist staff position that provides social emotional support for children one-on-one and provides valuable guidance for our staff and families, interfacing with local support resources as needed. We have also added a bi-weekly spiritual enrichment program for children ages 3 and up. In this program, students interact with the pastors of FPC, including conversations, stories, and music, helping children explore values like kindness, love, and gratitude in an age-appropriate, faith-centered way. These accomplishments, however, have been achieved in an environment that is becoming increasingly difficult for child care operations. As a recent article in the Wall Street Journal summarized, child care in America is broken. Working parents with young children are stretched thin. Parents pay more than they can afford. Child care centers barely make ends meet. Fundamentally, operating a child care center is expensive because attracting and retaining qualified teachers requires offering them a living wage. To this point, 90% of our budget goes to people-related costs, and trimming these costs while maintaining a quality program is all but impossible. Child care centers, both nationally and locally, have felt this strain. In Buncombe County alone, we have recently lost 11% of our licensed child care slots due to the closure of available centers. In the recent past, many centers, including us at First Pres, we're able to maintain programs because of the existence of federal stabilization grants. However, these grants have recently been discontinued. And yet the demand for childcare remains high. Our wait list includes 170 infants, 130 toddlers, and 142 children ages 2 through 5. Despite the challenges facing the childcare industry overall, we remain pretty optimistic. Since 2019, we have been led by an exceptional executive director in Beth Olwell and a very experienced administrative team. We have a group of outstanding teachers who are committed to providing the best care for children day in and day out. And our relationship with FPC remains strong. The church has been unwavering in the support of the center and its mission. Quite simply, without the continuing support of First Pres, we would not be able to exist. We're going to continue to address future financial concerns by pursuing available grants, and we plan to initiate a formal fundraising program to help sustain the center in the absence of federal financial support. So when you see the children out on the playground during the week, keep in mind that this is the continuation of a vision that was created by members of this congregation over 50 years ago. But as I said, both Beth and April will be available after this service to talk with you about the center and its plans for the future. Thank you.